got a tail. Hold on.
This summer, TVR has been parading its Tuscan in a hot Hollywood movie. Driven by a very powerful, super cool cookie with wads of wedge, it's clear what sort of people the car is aimed at. Powerful. Dynamic.
You gotta die.
With strange bits of facial hair. But now there's a Tuscan for people who are even more powerful, more dynamic and more, you get the idea? This is the Tuscan S, the fastest and best equipped TVR in production. It looks much the same as the car on which it's based, the Tuscan Speed 6, except for those standard monster 18-inch wheels, a front splitter and a slip of a spoiler at the rear. These aerodynamic aids aren't just for show either. There's much more to this car than being a top pose machine. The Tuscan S is one of just a few that produces real downforce, as opposed to lift, which is what most other cars produce. And that scares me. Another thing that makes the S a bit scary is its 4-litre straight-six engine, which is more powerful than ever. An extra 30 brake has been found to give a total of 390 bhp, and torque is up too. But it's all highly manageable around town, which is surprising for a car with so much road presence. The clutch is reasonably light and the accelerator is smooth enough for you to trickle along in first gear. Now, three-point turns aren't its forte, but when it comes to parking, you have excellent rear visibility. But even at these low speeds, this car is one exciting machine to be in. If you do get caught up in a bit of congestion, there's plenty inside to feast your eyes on. The Blackpool boys have come up with a new trim for the S, and although it is invigorating to see a cabin unlike any other, the blend of metals is a bit Chigwell, if you know what I mean. Apart from wacky paint jobs and full leather trim, you get all the optional extras from the standard Tuscan. These include suede door inserts, a digital radio, air conditioning, colour-coded boot carpet, and of course a removable roof which can be stowed in the cavernous boot. But if performance figures are the things that ring your bell, then ding dong. Launch the S from a standstill and it'll hit 60 in 4 seconds. It doesn't take too much longer to reach its top whack of 195 miles an hour either. It is ferociously fast. And wonderfully noisy. This 5-speed box has the build and feel of a tank. And in the unlikely event that you can't hear when it's time to change gear, this dash-mounted light gives you a visual nod. Big vented disc brakes give a fade-free feel to the middle pedal, and its revised steering and suspension has improved its country road manners. For here is a Tuscan that is set up for those low-profile tyres. It doesn't bounce over bumps or tramline as much as the standard model, but that does not mean that you can sit back and relax. This is a car that demands a bit of respect. The steering is so responsive that it will turn on almost thought alone, and the rear drive chassis is only too eager to shake its tail on demand. Oof. Bring it on! At £48,800, it's a whole 10 grand more than the standard Tuscan, which at first might seem a bit expensive. Until you remember that its performance will embarrass the likes of Ferrari and Porsche. This is a piece of Blackpool that definitely rocks.